Okay, we can't do anything here. Use the books. Use the book. No. Can I take the books? It cannot be taken. It cannot be taken. Flip through the books. No. Look at the torch. Torch is tightly fastened to the wall and we cannot take it. The intricate details of this stone stand are awe-inspiring. Can I open it? No. Hit it. No. Oh my god, you little shit, go home. And then I punched myself accidentally. Damn it. In his rage, the halfling, screaming incoherently, punches the spider down the hallway and then punches himself in the face. Get out of here! Come on now. We're just backtracking to see if I missed anything, and no, it does not look like it. Okay. Can I just take this book? No, damn it. Not my skin! Not again! Wait, again? These little boots are rated E for everyone, even the little ones. Well, I mean, if the halfling is fighting a baby, that's just a fair fight, right? You'd think it would learn. Okay, let's try putting these things down and see if 3 is enough. You place the tablet in the indentation on the pedestal. Okay. Oh, give me this. Maybe we do only need 3. Yeah, a rumbling sound echoes through the chamber as the door opens and stones rise from the darkness. Sneaky. If Ghost fights you, is that a fair fight? I'm sorry, Noelle, it isn't. You would lose. It's okay, though. You'd probably like that. What if it's a baby halfling? Ooh. Can you imagine? Okay, so like halflings, right? In D&D, halflings are like, you know, what, 2 feet tall, thereabouts? Imagine how small a baby halfling would be. Like, just think about that. It's crazy. If a balding is fighting a baby, that's just a fair fight, is my quote of the day. God damn it. Hey, Jam, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. A potato? Yeah, that's like, realistically, yes, that's about the size that I would expect it to be. Like, that's crazy, though. It's too late. It's too late. It's now balding people fighting babies. Apparently being bald makes you so feeble that fighting a baby, that's where it's fair. Unless you're Brendan, because I know he's like a fucking ninja. A particularly loud crying potato. Leapy, I did fix your chat count, yes. Yeah, I took care of that after last stream. Magic orb. This magic orb is a device for storing messages. Fascinating, but you prefer old-fashioned conversation. I suppose I can use the ring on it? No. Orb of sight? No. Can I hit it? I mean, yeah, but it doesn't do anything. Whether I win depends on where we fight. What if it's -20? Oh my god. If it's -20, yeah, that would be challenging. I've seen that you're basically immune to the cold. So you'd probably have a better time of that than I would. Okay, it has a slot on it. Something tells you this empty slot may control the magic orb. Nah. Okay, but seriously though, what, Can I put the orb into the slot? No. Skull candle? No. Gold ring? No. Gold dagger? Silver tray. Magic lens. I'm out of ideas, chat. Dwarves use mechanism as enchantments. Alright, so that's still the same thing. You also was like, god damn it, Noelle. Yeah, you do, though. Yeah, you do. You love it when it's magic with a K instead of... I honestly agree with you on that. I think it's more... I I don't want to use the word alien, but it makes it more magical, I guess. It makes magic a little bit more foreign. I don't suppose I can just take one of these? No. Dang it. Okay. Fae with an AE versus Fae with an EY. Nothing wrong with that. Going to Control F your entire novel and make it all magic. I mean, you can do that. It's like it's like where things do like demon, where instead of spelling it DEMON, it's like DAEMON. And then you've got like Pathfinder. In Pathfinder, demons with an AE, I believe, are different kinds of creatures than demons with a DEMON. I don't know what you want from me, video game. Damon. I don't know what the pronunciation is on it. The word homeowner has meow in it. Home meowner. Oh no. Noelle, what have you done? Just go full anime and use random German words. Panzerfaust. Sprechen. It's not doing anything. Kickstarter for the Starfinder game of it. Oh shit, really? I'm not saying anything in German that you put into chat, Ela. You're gonna have me saying like the most horrible shit. No trust. I don't know what they want from me here, chat. I really don't. The only items that we have in here that we have like not used are the orb and the skull candle. And I feel like the skull candle might be just bullshit. It's supposed to be the beginning of the Dwarven Mines proper. Can I use the candle? No. We can't open the door, it's locked. Yeah, a simple keyhole. It's a cookie box. It could be an evil cookie box. Godspeed, Brendan. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it's something tasty. Okay, we can't cast spells. Nothing in here. What is this Orb of Sight exactly? Odin speaks to you. Hold the orb when you feel something is missing and it may reveal the truth to your eyes. Alright, we have to hold the orb. Do I like use it on myself? No. How do I hold the orb, chat? Talk to the orb. No response. Talk to this? No. Talking to this? No. Look at it. Empty slot may control the... I think I have to put a tablet in here. That's my thinking. The Frogurt is also evil. No, it's not the Frogurt. It's like, God, what is it? The Simpsons reference. The monkey is also evil, but it comes with a free Frogurt. Yay! Or woohoo! The Frogurt is also cursed. Oh, but it comes with free sprinkles. Woohoo! Based on what you do with me, I should be an expert on Holy Earth. I don't know what you're talking about, Noelle. I don't know what you're talking about. But also, yes. Comes with free toppings. I miss old Simpsons so much. The torch is tightly fastened to the wall. Through the doorway you see a large orb mounted on the wall. Can I go home now? And I gotta like rewatch some old Simpsons. I don't suppose we can like just take one of these maybe? Like a specific one. And it'll let me through. No. Okay. My lord, you little fart, get out of here. Maybe I have to use the Orb of Sight in front of that blank mirror. I thought I already tried it, but maybe I didn't. No. No. What did the bird say? The dwarves use mechanisms and enchantments to protect their minds. Stone tablets are the key to overcoming their traps. Which, all of our tablets are right here. Unless there's one hidden somewhere, which... there could very well be... Large orb dominates the center of this room. It sits atop some type of control mechanism. This magic orb is a device for storing messages. Fascinating, but you prefer the old-style conversation. Is it still the same hint in here? Yes. Ela, why are you eating my tablets? I have a very finite amount of those things. They're expensive. You know those stunties overcharge for everything. I'm still curious about this grappling hook. I feel as though there's something we can use it for. Four stone pedestals are placed unusually close to the pit. Something tells you they're not simply for decoration. Swords have aligned to create a footbridge across the gap. Can I maybe like affix the grappling hook? No. I just love that the solution is to just punch the spider. It's so silly. Okay. You could see what I can. You wouldn't touch that book, Fenling. Okay, all right. Take it easy, Bitey Ferret. Thanks for swinging by. Always good to have you about. Okay, nothing unusual. Orb of Sight on the book? No. See, and this was just like the, yeah, just the news that things are pear-shaped. I wonder if it's something to do with this thing. Because it just keeps coming back. Like, I wonder if there's a way to kill it or something. Orb of Sight. I think I tried that once and it killed me, but I will next time. Can someone explain why your cat always wants to lay between your legs? I'm not saying a word. Twitch will demonetize me if I do. All right, let's use the orb on this thing. Orb of Sight on the spider. Yeah, it just eats ya. Give it a German suplex instead of a kick. Let me, like, beam the thing with the pickaxe. Like, if that's a miner's sledge, that would do some, like, real damage. I don't suppose. Smash the orb? No. it's a yeah, no kidding. Like an actual miner's sledge, those things are no joke. We had one on the farm growing up, and even into like my early 20s, that thing was exhausting to swing around. You blow on the candle, but it does not flicker. This must be another ingenious dwarven power source. Oh. Can I put the candle on one of these? Really? Really? Come on. That would have been so cool. Like, you have to look at it to realize that it was like a power source and you could sit it on one of these. Ah, that would have been a nifty solution. Dang it. I was around and then, oh my God, I'm not that old. Not yet, give it time. So it's a power source, but it used to be sitting here. Can I put it back? No. Get out of here, you creepy little crawler. So what is this? You stand before an elaborate platform. The spires look like fangs guarding the entrance in the distance. Okay. So now that I think about it, I think we're kind of trapped here. We can't leave. You had a realization the other day and you need to share. Share away, Jamalis. That's what we're here for. All right, let's start at the beginning of our inventory, and we're gonna just start trying to jam things into this thing and see if anything happens. Scrolls aren't gonna do anything. Keys? No. Silver tray? No. Gold dagger? No. Sheath? No. Bolt quiver? No. The pole? No. Crossbow? No. Grappling hook? No. The sensor? No. Our pickaxe? No. The ring? No. The orb of sight? No. The skull candle? Michael Eddington is the same guy who played the Prince in Crawl. Wait, what? You're kidding. I'm immediately Googling this. Holy shit. That is insane. Oh shit, he was in Quantum Leap too. Holy hell. God damn. I'll be fucking damned. You may have messed up your AAR character. AAR. AAR. Oh, your Aether Ray, what did you do? How? How do you err when it comes to doom beams? Especially when it's you. You know that game very, very well, Pokey. We're talking Grim Dawn chat. Pokey's building a doom beam caster. It's like some kind of cursed ring of knowledge you know you cannot unknow. It's terrible. I honestly don't know what they want me to do here. Because there's only a couple rooms. There's not exactly a lot for me to fuss with. Oh no, I agree, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. You put 2 jobs that are not Arcanist, that would be a bit... Yeah, there you go. No, but I know Pokey at least has the Arcanist. Because she was doom beaming last night? Night before last? I actually got one. Mine's sitting at like... God, what level are they? They're like, I think like 68 now, slowly working through. Supposed to side with... Oh... Well... I mean, that just means that you'll have to do like the farm for a Nashker's head on a different character, I guess. Which kind of is unfortunate, but I mean, that's not a game ender at the very least. But yeah, that is kind of a little bit of an error to be making. It honestly kind of, well, I don't know, it kind of surprises me they don't let you respec your factions in some way. I mean, I know you can like change them between difficulties, but if you're, you know, already in where you need to be, kind of less useful. Wondering if an Nashker still spawns. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think I've ever played any character I have not played any character through Forgotten Gods and not sided with Bismael. They're just like the only faction where I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see working with these cultists. Okay, I'm gonna look up what we're supposed to do here. This is ridiculous. Beyond Shadowgate walkthrough. As much as I enjoy stumbling around through the same areas again and again and again, I would like to actually make progress. I don't know where we are. Okay, we are in chapter 10. And we are in the stone table. Alright, get the orb, go north. Take the skull, take the tablet, go back to still. Quiet corridor, dark hall. Use the unlit torch to the left. Orb of sight on the dark sigil above the pedestal. Okay, so yeah, I've missed something. So it's this. You hold the orb aloft, energy pulsates from the sphere, dispelling the darkness in front of the sigil. You did it, Dell! Now let's see what was behind that darkness spell. Oh. Okay, so yeah, that's why we couldn't see anything in the mirror. Weird! I would have never thought to do that. I was just like, oh, maybe the defenses in this room are deactivated. Alright, so it's showing us goodies in the reflection. Can we take them? No. Are they actually right here? Yes. You place your hand on the table and feel something you don't see. As you snatch up your prize, a tablet materializes in your hand as if from thin air. And there's our key. Okay. That's cheeky. I respect it. Be gone. Okay, so let's see. Use tablet on this. You insert the tablet into the slot. The orb comes to life as an image begins to form. The face of a dwarf appears on the magic orb. His concern is obvious. A voice comes from the orb. Where's King Thermor's legion? The defenses fail. Hedrog and the shadows lengthen. Do not forsake me here. Signs of destruction grow with each step. What was released is no mere beast. No, it's nothing less than the Dark Wizard. Do you hear him? His voice is a lilting aria that pulls at my will even as I ready the few last defenses. I've done all I can. He calls to me, Hedrog, but I will not answer. No, he shall not have my soul. I will deny him this with my last breath. The final words spoken, the orb powers down. You hear the sounds of a grinding steel distinctive to a minecart slowing to a halt. Odin chimes in. Dark times indeed, but what matters to us is that a minecart should be ready for us. Let's go, Fenling. There's nothing that could have saved these dwarves. Alright. Unlock the door, go through the door. Okay, now, and we have a minecart. I'm gonna look at this first. What is this? The minecart is ready for you to enter. Anytime you're ready, Fenling, Odin says with a hint of annoyance. Alright, in we go. Oh no, what is this? This lever activates the cart. It requires power to move along the tracks. I mean, I have the skull candle. You place the candle flame in the furnace. You hear a loud whoosh as the furnace ignites and rumbles to life. Okay. Use the lever. You pull the lever. The cart springs to life, sending you toppling onto your rear. Brace yourself, Dell. Odin cackles from his perch on the rear of the minecart. The cart travels faster and deeper into the quiet darkness of the mines of Mythrock. So you see, Dell, that's how I came to be in the cage. Terribly embarrassing, really. You told me, Odin. That's telling one too many people already, you reply. Time passes. It's a giant mouth bird. Why does a giant mouth have wings and it spits fire? Stop shouting at me, Fenling. I was expecting a sorcerer. You figure it out, Odin squawks in your ear. More time passes. I was keeping the bauble safe. Really? Have you ever been to Gwynenthell? I didn't think so. Well, who am I to call you a thief, Dell? No one, that's who. That said, you sound like a thief, Odin replies. Eventually, the cart slows as it approaches an empty platform. Well, that was enough excitement for one day. Quick, Dell, let's be off this cart. I'm uncomfortably motion sick. All right. Let's see. We have a mine vault, and we have a mine exit. Ooh. An inscription reads, only the master of the endless circle of time may pass through this door. Okay, let's check out the vault. There's a large button here. This must be another messaging device, but the shape is unlike the previous one you saw. It reminds you of a safe. Press the button. A familiar voice of the great wizard Lockmere booms in the small alcove. Welcome, sorcerer. I must ask a task of you. Hidden within this safe is my talisman. Take it and travel to my cabin. It shall reveal the final path you must tread. Be wary, for as you proceed, you will come to understand the danger you face. I trust Odin has served you faithfully. At this, you glare at the raven and mumble, oh, he's been talkative, yes. Lockmere's voice continues, make haste, sorcerer. An evil stirs in a place long forgotten. As the echo of Lockmere's voice fades, the panel slides away, revealing a hidden compartment. Yoink. You take Lockmere's talisman. Let's have a looky look. It's Lockmere's talisman. The hexagonal edges are covered in scratches, implying it was removed from a holder. Okay. As you approach the door, it responds to the talisman, and the slab quickly rises and reveals a path forward. Alright. Yet another dimensional warp later, you arrive back at a familiar location. Don't forget, I'm still here, Odin chimes in. I'll see you through this until the very end, don't you worry, Dell. Joy. Alright, I want to use this talisman. Can we use it on this thing? Yeah, you place the talisman into the slot and it fits perfectly, but nothing happens. Something isn't right. Gold ring on the talisman? No. Gold ring on the hand? No. Talisman on the hand? No. This feels like it should be something. I don't know if it actually is or not. Use the talisman on the weeds? No. I'm sure these are gonna rip me apart again, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, fair, fair, fair. Not mad. Can I put the talisman on? No. So we can put the talisman in here and it fits, but nothing happens because something isn't right. Of course, Val, rest well. And be good. Well, I mean, you're not around, so yeah, okay, fine. Sleep good, give Artemis a scritch for me, and I will catch you around. Rest well. Can we open the bed? Can we look at this? You do not recognize the bird that produced this quill. Relief in the shape of a hexagon carved into the wall. What is this? A richly woven tapestry is attached to a spindle. You can easily unfurl it. I want to do that. You reach up and grasp the rolled tapestry. With a tug, you pull it down, revealing the art. This heavy tapestry is richly woven. It depicts an aimless path that leads nowhere. Oh, now maybe if I do this. There we go. A sudden burst of light blinds you temporarily. The fibers of the tapestry have magically changed. It now depicts a path that leads to a castle. Okay, can I roll it back up? You grab and pull the tapestry, and with a quick flick, it rolls up, revealing the doorway. Yeah. As you push through the brambles and into the passage, you emerge to find yourself face to face with a terrifying creature. So this is actually the box art for Shadowgate, if I recall correctly. Let me check. Oh, no, I take it back. It's not. I thought it was. Because I actually have a boxed copy of Shadowgate for the Nintendo. Is it on like the manual or something, maybe? I would have to go digging. I know I've got the manual floating around here somewhere. I don't know where off the top of my head. I don't suppose it's actually in here. Is it? Is it? No, the manual is just boring and plain. But this is a piece of art that I have seen elsewhere. This might be like from the original release of Shadowgate, now that I think about it, from like the Mac or something. But this is a reference. You're paralyzed with fear as it gazes upon you. You can tell it's thinking as it looks you over. Well, let's look back. Okay, the bestial, its eyes radiate power and intelligence beyond anything you've encountered. Let's talk to it. You speak to the eldritch creature and its eyes focus on you, yet it seems to stare through you. Welcome, Savior, it says in a raspy voice. Savior, Odin replies. You speak. I'm Del, but the creature interrupts. As it speaks, its gaze lingers on your form for a moment, but settles past you. I know your name, Fenling, and your pet. I do not address you. Pet, I am a guide, Odin squawks in protest. But the creature pays the raven no mind. It continues. 35 years ago, the saviors and their champions came. The champions had names. Jair, Eric, Del. The saviors, all brave fools, but in truth all fools. Their battles raged across reality. Champions fell and rose again, in monochrome realms or lands ripe with color. That is a reference to this coming out originally on like the Apple II and it being a black and white game. They're referencing, they're getting meta as fuck with this. They are talking about video games. Across multiple dimensions, the war repeated. One story warped, retold, and replayed infinitely. The truth misunderstood. Kal Torlin celebrated each story's end as the true victor was banished. Its voice becomes grave. The stage is set and the final act begins. Will you deliver this land from evil? Or will you plunge it into darkness? Savior, the story ends with you. Steel yourself. Lead your Fenling and Raven into battle. So that thing was talking to me, not to Dell. It was talking to the player. Its final words spoken, the creature vanishes. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is it. Emerging from the bramble and thorns, you survey the imposing entrance to the legendary Castle Shadowgate. The ancient towers of this magical structure rise into the sky as if powering the fearsome storm overhead. Smiling at your accomplishment, you are not sure how it worked out, but you are proud that you made it. Yes! We're gonna get to go through Castlegate, like, post-Jair, and see all the buggery that he got up to in here. Alright. It's a heavy wooden door that now hangs loosely. Time has caused the iron hinges to rust and decay. It's the entrance to Shadowgate. Excitement swells in your heart. You never thought this moment would come. The door creaks loudly and falls off its hinges. The musty, stale air that pours from the hall causes you to gag and cough. A sense of dread overwhelms you as you have the feeling a malevolent power is watching you. Are they gonna do... so like in the original Shadowgate, like there were a pair of eyes up here that would like look down on you when you first came in, the Warlock Lord. Alright, so we have the little side like loot room here. And oh my god. Are they gonna have remade the entirety of Shadowgate, just letting me like wander through it? Alright, yeah, so there was normally a book in this alcove, and if you like tried to take it, the floor opened underneath you and killed you. The floor has fallen away, revealing a long vertical shaft. It's quite the drop. I don't suppose we have magic here, do we? No. Can I use the pole to cross? No. Grappling hook. What if I just move? You take a few strides and attempt to leap across the pit. Your little legs aren't quite up to the task and you fall short to the other side. You fall endlessly into darkness below and your screams soon fade and the room becomes deathly silent. Aw, there it is. There's the OG. You have died, the sky's darkened and the world is doomed. Okay. The stone hallway is thin, even for your size. A coat of dust covers the empty torch holder, implying the torch was collected long ago. Alright, and this hallway is collapsed, leaving the impassable pile of debris. Stone looks to have fallen away from the mortar. There's a small room beyond the wall. It's a sternute mushroom. Used to use these to play pranks on your fellow Fenlings. One whiff of the spores will cause a sneezing fit. Well, I'm taking that. Achoo! You clearly were not gentle enough. Okay, but seriously though, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for something to use this grappling hook on. It's not the pole. Ah, Shadowgate. It's been many years. Venture Fenling into the living castle of the dead. Your destiny lies deep within. Oh, wait. Can I do the grappling hook on the ceiling? That's sneaky as fuck. Swinging the grappling hook with surprising dexterity, you throw it as hard as you can and just barely reach the beam. You can now safely cross to the other side. Ooh, that's dirty pool. Grabbing the rope with both hands, you give a feral yell and swing across the pit. Tarzan reference. Landing safely, or not Tarzan, George of the Jungle. Landing safely on the other side. Your momentum carries you through the hole in the wall and into the next room. So to say, yeah, this is like where you'd normally like try to climb up here and it would collapse. There was an arrow here, a torch here. Pulling this opens this secret door. Oh, You see a creature standing at the edge of the chasm. It turns to face you, then starts to crawl closer and closer. You don't like how it's looking at you. You start to wonder if it's hungry for a Fenling. Before your eyes is one of the strangest creatures you've ever seen. For some reason, it reminds you of a moon with legs. Clutched in its maw is a dark blue gemstone. You hear it breathing heavily through its nose. Oh, well, that's the mushroom, obviously, then. Holding your breath, you throw the sternute mushroom straight at the ugly creature's face. It's a direct hit. With a loud chew, it spits out the gem, tumbling backwards into the chasm. You hear the undead below shouting intensely. After a short moment, the screams are replaced with loud chomping sounds. Yoink. You collect the blue gem as Odin squawks, "Lack mere smoke of these gems. They function as magical keys in Shadowgate." "Shame Knockmere isn't here to instruct you," he finishes. You reply, "True, but Jair is. He may have some advice." Okay, well, let's look around. You look over the edge of the deep chasm. The height is dizzying, but the screams of the undead below truly frighten you. Use your bridge spell. I don't know if we can actually cast spells here. Nope. We get nothing. Can I go up this way? Oh shit, we can. Cool air greets your face when you enter this stone chamber. A slithering noise causes you to halt and hold your breath. The source of the sound makes itself known. A frightening basilisk slides into view. You catch its gaze, it can turn you to stone in an instant. So, I mean, I know we're supposed to probably use the silver tray here. Before your fate is sealed, jump into the undead. Oh, yes, we do. We need to see that death. Before your fate is sealed, you shield your face with a tray and run towards the monster, reflecting its gaze. Intense heat sears your fingers, making you drop the tray. However, your plan worked, and the basilisk petrified itself. I mean, I'm taking this, whatever it is. It cannot be taken. All right, it's just stone, I guess. All right, let's go hurl ourselves into a pit of the undead. With a mighty shout, you plunge into the chasm. The undead stand below, screaming eagerly, waiting to catch you. All right. We got nommed on. This totally feels like it's something that I should care about, but I don't know. Circular button protrudes from the wall, well beyond your reach. You won't be able to press it by hand. Well, we happen to have a pole. Doink. It does not work. Screw you, game. You evil bastard. So now the problem is that, like, okay, what do I do? Door's locked, but you don't see a keyhole. Yeah, I mean, we obviously have to... Shoot it with a crossbow? Good idea. There you go. You aim the bolt towards the button and let it fly. It's a direct hit. You hear the lock release from across the room. Good suggestion, Jamalis. I'm mildly disappointed we didn't get to use our 10-foot pole, though. With a locking mechanism released, the door swings open easily. Someone chiseled Timon into the cavern rock. It must have been significant to the Circle of the 12. Is that like Epor? Okay, so this... In Shadowgate, I want to say that this was like collapsed, and this is behind here. Looking at the worn stone, you imagine the waterfall used to be much more impressive. It's slowed to a gentle trickle. You used to like go behind this thing, and there was a rock you would knock out. A landslide has blocked its path. There's no way for you to clear it. Okay, go back down, and then what's this way? Oh, the lake that had the shark in it. They even have the shark's skeleton. The remains of a shark lie here. With the water gone, it certainly couldn't have survived. Several bits of this skeleton are missing. You wonder if the nearby shark bones had something to do with it. I imagine we can't talk with these guys. Yeah. So is this... Oh, okay, so this should be the room with the dragon. Yeah, the dragon's usually in here. Okay, can I open this? You grasp the handle and lift the trapdoor, revealing a small hole leading to the darkness below. This hole leads to the lower parts of the castle. There's no ladder, nor any steps to be seen, just darkness. Jump in. Jump in. Despite the lack of anything to climb or grasp onto, you hop down into the hole to see what's below. Several seconds into the fall, you realize your mistake. Gravity wins every time. I was gonna say, yeah, in Shadowgate, there's like a rusty ladder there, and if you try to climb down it, it breaks like halfway and you die. All right, let's look at this. Moisture from your fingers immediately freezes as you touch the pedestal. This must be the source of the cold. All right. The item is useless. The item is useless because I think you use the gem. I think it was the red gem on this. It would open, give you a gem to open this. The hole adjacent to the door was likely once used as a keyhole. It no longer serves any purpose, however, as the door is not locked. Oh. All right, so now in the OG, there's a dragon in here. Darkness makes it difficult to see into the archway, but you hear nothing moving, and this is all like melted coins. There's enough gold here that you would drool at the sight of it were you not so exhausted. Can we open the chest? This heavy chest is plated with iron. It is locked. Oh shit, even the dragon's dead. The skeleton was once a fearsome dragon. You're certain many brave warriors met their fate at its fiery breath. Looking closely, you see the bones are petrified and the wings shattered. There must have been an intense struggle. Yoink. Even though the dragon is long dead, you still slowly and carefully snatch the key from the chain around its neck. You never know. So the dragon got by the basilisk. Okay. Open the chest. What do we have inside? A scroll. You unfurl the paper and read a short note. Stone Devil's skin is impervious to physical and magical attack. However, it is susceptible to chemical degradation. I prepared this concoction and have locked it away for use during only the most dire circumstances. Yoink. Bottle 6. This is totally Shadowgate. You grab the bottle from the chest. This freaking game. Welcome back, Brendan. Salmon is fucking delicious. I love like a good salmon steak. Okay, so what's over this way? A small piece of parchment rests in the dried lake bed. You open it and see another piece of the map. There's a note scribbled on the back of the paper. The dark energies of the castle have allowed the lake algae to take to land. It subsists on meat and becomes quite ravenous. Luckily, as it is floral, it is susceptible to known plant magics. You're glad you came across this note. You wouldn't have known this information otherwise. Content with your good luck, you decide to press onward. All right, so there's killer algae around. I'm not... Okay, yeah, we're drinking it. You uncork the bottle and take a big gulp of the liquid. The caustic fluid immediately melts through your neck and chest. Your death is painful, but quick. With your demise, the land of Kal Torlin fell to ruin. Rip. Grilled sockeye fillet. Oh, hell yeah. We've got the green slime that dissolves you. This blob of algae destroyed the coffin door. Plant life that can melt silver probably won't be good for your complexion. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. You try to step around the glob, but your foot touches the slime. It quickly engulfs your body, which dissolves immediately. The passing was painless and instant. Despite all the peril you survived on this journey, you got slimed to death. That was a kill in the first game as well. Okay, but it's susceptible to plant magic. So am I gonna actually be able to use spells here? You speak the magic word. The green glob before you shudders and quakes for a moment, then rapidly dissolves. With the slimy menace gone, you are free to pass through the corridor. All right, so if I recall correctly, in Shadowgate, one of these has a banshee in it that is really just kind of a jump scare. But it looks like we can't actually open any of them. There's a pile of ashes in the bottom of this coffin. That's because in Shadowgate, there's a mummy in here and you have to burn it to get a staff. This coffin was sealed with a silver lid, which unfortunately was destroyed by the slime. Okay, so here's the room with the mirrors. And I think, this is the one that you break it and it like sucks you into space, right? Yeah. You smash through the mirror glass, revealing a portal that sucks you into the unfathomable vastness of space. Your unprotected body begins freezing while your saliva boils in your mouth. Luckily, you quickly lose consciousness. The one place as yet untouched by capitalism. Space! Yes, Yes, Brendan, we are actually in Shadowgate. It is amazing, and I am super pleased with it. There's a small hole in the floor. You can't see how far down it goes. Well, can we go down or is it gonna kill me? Nope, without thinking twice, you jump into the hole expecting to find a rope or something to slow your descent. There's no rope, and it's not long until you shatter your legs on the ground. You're in agony. Eventually, you perish. Yeah, that's the magic rope room down there. Cannot open that, really. The solid iron door looks fused to the wall frame from intense heat. Shards of mirror cover the floor. Okay. Can I melt the door with the bottle? No. Yes. Yeah, they've done that with all of the death animations throughout all of them. Like when we were in Uninvited World, it was the uninvited death face. When we were in Deja Vu, it was Deja Vu's. I freaking love it. Okay, and we've got our last piece of map here. 88%. Okay, well, I mean, that being the case... So normally we would be able to go backwards here, but it's collapsed, so we can't. Yes, the effort that has gone into this game is just staggering to me. There was a basilisk. We hit it with the silver platter and petrified it. I feel like there's something we can do with this. Can I like smack it with a pole? No. Smack it with a pickaxe? Ah! Thinking quickly, you swing the pickaxe behind you and drive it forward into the center of the petrified monstrosity. Fractures radiate outward from the axe and chunks of stone crumble to the floor. It worked! Only a bright red horn remains. I have no idea what we're going to do with this. But we now have a basilisk horn. It's a prized item for alchemists. The tip of the horn can turn any living being to stone instantly. Well, I mean, of course we have to use it on ourselves, right? Boink. You poke the tip of the basilisk horn and are mildly surprised as a gray dot appears on your skin. Then the gray spreads. In a moment, your finger turned to stone, followed by your arm, chest, and finally your whole body. Ah, I love this game. This is so good. Okay, so now we can petrify a thing, but we don't really have a thing to petrify as of yet. Can I use it to, like, petrify the door? No. My knives carry a poison that has quite a burn. Licks blade. I shouldn't have licked that, yes. Pass the mirror. Ooh, good idea. You're a genius. You say the magic words, Tar Gwynenthell. The mirror fades from existence and a path is revealed. Again, like, they wouldn't let us cast spells, but now we're allowed to cast spells, so I've not been thinking about using spells. You stare down onto what was once the meeting place of a council. The scars of battle are etched throughout the chamber. Scroll sits unassumingly on the ground. Truth of 12. You read the ominous scroll. The truth of the 12 can only be revealed to the one that finds the pieces of memory left behind by the 12. One with the power to summon a phantom can make the memories visible. Then they will be yours for the taking. With the spell cast, the memory condenses and materializes, ready for collection. Beware, should you perform a summoning in the wrong place, a wraith will surely appear and steal your soul. 1. At the entrance, a key was hidden by death. 2. A valiant sword was stored in a modest closet. 3. A frozen orb once sat on a pedestal. 4. A servant's broom once swept the shards of broken mirror glass. always stored to the left. 5, a weapon of modest means shelved in storage. 6, the arrow in the hall no longer sits in its cradle. 7, a perilous bridge was one of the ways across the chasm. 8, its owner long gone, only the scepter remained in the coffin. 9, a means of protection, that was a shield in the dragon room. 10, a book of ill fate was once read by candlelight in the alcove. 11, we drank to the honor of Timon at the stairs. And 12, evil eyes once oversaw the antechamber. You know you cannot complete your quest without solving this riddle. You must find the memories of the 12. Okay. So, let me try. They said a spell to speak with the dead, so is that this? Nothing happens, the hallowed nature of this chamber must be nullifying it. Okay. Well, in that case, I want to go all the way to the back and we'll just work our way through this place because I know where pretty much everything is. You literally had to complete the first game. Yeah, pretty much. All right, here we go. After a brief flash, you see a vision materialize before your eyes. The key. Yoink. You reach out and touch the memory. It flows into your hand. You've obtained 1 memory of the 12. Okay. Then there were eyes in here. After a brief flash, you see a vision materialize before your eyes, and these are like 1-to-1 copies of what they looked like. I mean, they were red, but... Okay, then this here. I love that they're like using the old sprites. You can finally take the book. Yes. This is so fucking good. Oh my god. Oh, I cannot tell you just how great I think this fucking game is. Okay, how many are we sitting at? 7. Okay. So what were the other things we needed? Let's see. The frozen orb, a broom, scepter, shield, Timon. Okay. It's nice that it doesn't require you to scroll through all of them and it just tells you the ones that you don't have. Okay, and then we leave. Nope. And then we leave. Because, yeah, like, if you hadn't played the original, you'd have to, like, go through every room casting this spell to be like, oh, is there something in here? Is there something in here? Does it actually kill you? Because it said a wraith would be summoned. Yeah. And this is not 1-to-1, but very similar to the wraith sprite from Shadowgate. The spell has summoned a vision of the ghostly wraith. You quickly realize that this specter is very much here as it approaches, cackling an evil laugh. You feel your body go cold as your soul is ripped from you. You collapse into a lifeless heap on the floor. Rip. Okay, and then we do this, and then we take this, and then I think this is the last one. You've obtained 1 memory of the 12. Your task complete, the scroll of the 12 disintegrates in your hands. Too bad I don't have the white torch, right? Gotta lob a torch at the thing. Your mind is flooded with visions of an event long ago. A booming voice speaks, Talamar, for your crimes of delving into the dark arts, we condemned you to imprisonment. You hear a soft chuckle, and a deep voice responds, It is good to see all of you, gathered here like the fools you are. Suddenly, the sounds of chains snapping and hiss of lightning echo through the chamber as the prisoner rises to his feet. The figure in the center channels immense energies and summons unfathomably powerful magics. You see bodies ripped apart and flesh destroyed before the might of Talamar. Fucking wizards and their chain lightning. You rub your eyes as the vision passes from your mind. The immense display of power you witness leaves you shaken. Odin speaks slowly.
This is why Lakmir fears the return of Talamar. The world cannot endure the might of such an evil. We approach the end, Del. Tread carefully.